is a courage, and courage means the ability to do something dangerous or to face pain or opposition without showing fear. For example, it takes courage to sing in public. Thank you. Back to our TOD.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Chen Hong. And to keep track the philo words of the speeches, we have the counters of the day. Toastmaster Phương Thúy, please help me to unmute yourself.
Yes, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm super excited to be your counter today. My job is very simple, but very important. I'm here to help you notice all the small words and sounds we often say without thinking, like, so, or well. These words often come out when we're thinking or pausing. I kindly listen and count them to help all of us speak more smoothly and with more confidence. I also be listening for repeated words or phrases like or this means. Don't worry. This isn't about judgment. It's all about progress and having fun as we learn together. At the end of the meeting, I'll give a quick report on what I heard. Let's make today's meeting clear, confident, and full of great speaking. Thank you. Back to you, TOD.
Thank you, Miss Phương Thúy. And without keeping you all waiting any longer, I will start the part 1 of the meetings, the prepared speeches. And for the first speaker today, I would like to invite to the stage her evaluators, Miss Hương Lee. Hello, Miss Hương Lee. Can you help me to unmute yourself to introduce the pathway, introduce the objectives of the speech, the first speech?
Did you ever face a very difficult moment that you feel like you want to give up everything? So now, what if I told you that moment was not never end, but it's just a beginning of a bigger story? Today, we are about to hear a speech with the title, It's Never Over. And it is delivered as a part of the pathway motivational strategic pathway belong to level 3, connect with storytelling. So in this project, Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn will give us Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn speech goal is to use the power of personal storytelling to inspire, to connect, and most importantly, to motivate you to do something. So I invite you to listen closely. What story will she tell and what lesson will we walk away with? So let's give a very warm round of applause to our speaker and get ready to discover why it's never over. Back to you, Toastmaster, today.
Yes, thank you, Miss Hương Lee. And now please give a big round of the applause to welcome our first speakers of the day, Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn, with the title of with the speech title Never Over. Thank you. And hello, Miss Hằng Nguyễn.
Thank you, my Toastmaster of the day, and I would like to start my speech. Good morning, my dear teachers and educators. Raise your hand if you ever told your students that. Be brave. Face your fear. Don't give up because you are scared. We keep telling our students that try to raise your hand in the class. Answer difficult questions. Stand on the stage and speak. and take difficult exams, even when they are nervous. But do we, as adults, as teachers, as a role model, really stand up over our fear? And do we practice what we teach our students? Let me take you to the journey of 13 years ago, when I was a beautiful girl, young girl with a lot of ambitions and eagerness to learn. I flew all the way to the United Kingdom to study my master's degree. I decided to stay far away from my university because you know what? London is one of the most expensive cities in the world. Every day, I needed to take 1 train and 2 buses to go to the university. It took me 60 minutes every day to travel each way, but I didn't mind because London transportation is usually on time, comfortable, convenient, and reliable. Now, my master's degree program lasts for about 1 year, and I was approaching to the finish line of my program. Exam! This is a beautiful day after weeks of preparations, after late nights, tons of books, and it's come to the exam. It's a beautiful day. It's my favorite subject. I went out early, hop on a bus, got to the train station, got on the train. I sat confidently, prepared, because it's my favorite subject. And just after 10 minutes of traveling by train, the train stretched into a stop. I thought to myself, maybe it's just a delay. Normally we would have a delay for like few minutes. But this delay is different because it is in the middle of a tunnel without any light. All right, I sat down and I wait. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. My heart started pumping. 15 minutes. Still in the middle of a tunnel, without light, without any phone signals, and with the clock ticking. And there's a small voice whispering in my head, I'm going to miss the exam. That is the moment the biggest fears up to that time really hit me. The fear of missing out the exam, the fear of letting myself down, and the fear of letting my beloved in Vietnam down. You know that feeling in the different countries, you encounter a very difficult situation. You wish that, oh, maybe I would like leave the house earlier, 1 hour earlier, so that I can arrive to the exam halls earlier. I still sat frozen, and there's an announcement from the train captain. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an incident at the next station. Someone jumped on the tracks. Please remain patient. Why that person decided to do that kind of thing on the big day of my life? They jumped onto the track, but I was stuck here. And when you feel like the whole universe was against you, the train started to move a little bit for a few seconds. You were out of a tunnel, and then it stopped again. It stopped again in middle of nowhere. But that time, I got the phone signal. So I tried to look up, I calmed myself, I tried to look up the department contact. I called to the university and to explain about that situation. And they said to me that I can come to the exam halls and I can take the exam to whatever time is left. At least I still have a hope. So when the train All right, I rush onto the street, through the crowds, and we go to the examples. And you know what? There was only 20 minutes left for exam. It's supposed to be 90 minutes exam, but now I only have 20 minutes left. My whole body was shaking. My hand was shaking. I sat down. I wrote, I calculate, I answer. I don't even know. Up to now, I didn't know what I write on the paper at that time. But at least I finished my exam in 20 minutes. Did I finish everything? No, of course. Was it perfect? No. But when I walked out that hall, I have realized something, that fear didn't win. And I tried my best to do it. And there is another bigger truth that I realized, that fear doesn't only show up in a big dramatic moment. It's often created quietly when you think that the fight is already lost. We usually tell our students to be brave, to push forward, and to keep trying. But how often do we as adults give up inside our head before we ever stepped into the arena? And how often do we let the fear telling the ending, telling that the story is over, when we still have 20 minutes left to fight? So today, I encourage you to remember the train, remember the tunnel, and it's never over until you decide it is. Thank you. And back to our Toastmaster of the day.
Yes, thank you for your such meaningful and inspiring speech with the valuable messages. And now, I would like to invite the evaluator tools who will introduce the pathway and the objectives of the second speech today. I would like to invite Mr. Toastmaster Hiền Võ. Hello.
Yes, thank you, Tomato of the day. I'm Annie, and today I'm the evaluator too. I would like to say that Hiền Võ is in her pathway presentation mastery level 3, and project is persuasive speaking, one of the most powerful tools in communication. And the purpose of this project is for the member to understand the types of persuasive speech and deliver a persuasive speech at the club meeting. And the speech title is Be Like an Eagle Mother, Let Your Children Fly. Back to you, Tomato of the day.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Annie. And now I would like to invite speaker two, Miss Toastmaster Hiền Võ, to come to the stage with the second speech.
Thank you, Tomato of the day. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Please close your eyes for a moment. Picture a mother eagle standing at the edge of her nest and with in a height atop cliff. Her tiny eagles clings with her mother in the nest and trembling with fear. What do you think? What do you think the mother eagle does? Does it comfort the chick forever? Or does it put it off the egg? You can type on the chat box and your choice that the eagle mother comfort the chick forever or put it off the egg. Yes, she pushes it. She pushes her own child into the empty sky because she knows only by falling will her child learn to fly. My friends, today, many parents love their children, all right, so deeply that they protect them from every tiny dangers. They tie their shoes, they fix their mistakes, and they fight their battles. They mean well, but by doing so, their children unknowingly clip their wings. I once knew a young man named Tom. His mother filled out his job applications and shielded him from every disappointment. At 25, Tom was living at home, unemployed, tried to even go to the restaurant to order his own food. Not because he was lazy, but because he had never been allowed to fall, and so he had never learned to rise. Okay, and now raise your hand if you know someone like Tom, a neighbor, a cousin, maybe even your students. Now let's turn to the mother eagle. Do you know how mother eagles prepare the young for independence? First, when the egg is small, the nest is soft, light with feathers and fur, right? It's warm, it's straight, and comfortable. But as the chick grows up, and the chick grows, the mother begins to pull out the soft things, expose shaped sticks and thorns. The nest becomes uncomfortable, even painful. Why? Because comfort is the enemy of growth. Then when the egg is ready, the mother will pull it off the nest eagle. The chick tumbles through the air. When it flaps its wings, sometimes it falls dangerously close to the ground, and if truly struggles, the mother swoops underneath and catches it. But only what? Only to put it off again until the chick learned how to fly by itself, by its wings. The eagle mother is not cruel. She is wise. She knows if the chick never experiences discomfort, it will never soar into the sky by itself, and it's wrong for it. My friends, when we allow children to struggle, something magical happens. And now I show you 3 key benefits to help our children be more confident by themselves. First, build real confidence, no fake confidence based on price, but deep confidence based on own success. Second, we develop the resilience, the ability to face with the fear, failure, adapt, and try again. Third, they gain the true freedom, encourage them to dream, to build, and lead to their outsleep without fear. And now think about your own life. Was there a moment you struggled and came out stronger? Would you have become the mother eagle, who you want to be an eagle mother without that pain in the heart when you are younger? So how can we become to an eagle mother? Now, let's start with the small things. Let your children solve their small problems, like a forgotten homework, dispute with a friend, encourage discomfort, It's okay if they are failed, they scared, confused, or even they unsuccess in their mistake. Sports don't rescue. Be the sadness, not the helicopter mother. And now trust the inner strength in your children. Ladies and gentlemen, the sky does not belong to those who stay in the net. So let your children be brave. Trust your children enough to encourage them to fly with its wings. Today, when you see yourself from this morning, remember, you are not raising a chick, you are raising an eagle. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker 2, Toastmaster Hiền Võ, and I would love the quote. Sky is not for the birds that's not ready for to go out the nest. And now all of two prepared speakers finished their speeches, and now is the time for this. Now is the time for timing reports. I would like to invite Toastmaster Thiết Vũ. Please help me to report the time all of two speakers use.
Speaker 1 Hằng Nguyễn, 7 minutes and 28 seconds. Speaker 2 Hiền Võ, 7 minutes and 23 seconds. All the two speakers are qualified for the vote.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Thiết Vũ. And now is the time for voting. Please help me, Toastmaster Khiêm Phạm. You can help me to prepare the votes.
All right, we have 17 members here. I made 3 people host and co-host. So please vote quickly. And I learned a lot today. I can't find Hiền Võ any filler words. Congratulations. Yeah. We practice. And then you can see the difference. Congratulations, chị Hiền. Chúc mừng chị.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Khiêm Phạm. And today we have some minutes to interact with the guest and the Toastmaster. I would like to invite to the stage Toastmaster Thủy Nguyễn. You will have
The networking will happen after evaluation section.
yes, I know, but we need some minutes for the evaluator 2 and evaluator
Oh,
1.
got it,
Yeah.
got it.
I
Yeah,
closed
yeah.
the vote. I closed the poll. So yes.
Thank you.
Keep talking.
Yes, thank you, TM Khiêm Phạm. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, TM did my, yeah. So give me a second to remove spotlight. Let me check again. Today we don't have any guests. However, we have some members. Yes, after a long time, they cannot join our meeting. So I think I need to reconnect with them now. So excuse me, Toastmaster Thủy Hứa, can you turn on your camera and microphone and we can discuss a little bit? Toastmaster Thủy Hứa, are you there? Oh, maybe she cannot turn on your microphone now. So, Toastmaster Tuyên Nhung, welcome you to ETTC meeting. Please turn on your camera and microphone. And give me a reason why you don't stay here for a long time.
Hello, fellow Toastmaster.
Hello.
Nice to see you again in this beautiful morning. beautiful meeting and a beautiful face of our members. After a long time, and now I see we have new member like chị Hiểu Phương, Thắng Nguyễn, okay, Alice, and yeah, I see a lot of beautiful faces here, and nice to see you. I will come back later. But now, if I have a time, I will. If I can get up early, I will join our meeting.
No, the next term is too long. You have to come back in this month. This month.
This
We
month.
cannot
Okay.
wait.
Okay.
Actually, you always said that you remember us, but you have to show by the action. You have to join ETTC meeting, please. Don't forget to join ETTC meeting on every Sunday morning, everyone. Next week is speaker. Phải xếp slot chị ơi. Next week, not sure.
But every day I
another-
see you. I see you every day. I see you in Jalo group, and I see the development every day.
Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung. However, you cannot become a prepared speaker because we have a lot of slots. And maybe you can become a speaker maybe in July. Yes, in July, maybe we have slot. However, you can become table topic speaker in the next section. Yes, when Toastmaster Thắng Nguyễn will give you some question. But remember that in ETTC, we have to raise our hand to answer the question, please. Yes, okay. Thank you. See you in table topic section, Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung. Yes, let me see. Oh, Toastmaster Tuyết Hương don't say anything. Yes. So, however, Toastmaster Phương Thủy, yes, today is the first time you become our our accountant. And I just want to ask about your feeling when you take this role. Can you share a little bit with us?
Hello, everyone. And this is the first time I become a accountant. At first, I feel very nervous, actually nervous. And then my friends and my sisters, Anna, Annie, and Thủy Nguyễn, and Linh, and everybody here always encourage me to keep going. Try your best. That's is my it makes me more confident, and I will try my best to finish my job. Yes, thank you.
Yes, like I share with all of you when we start the meeting, that if we want to be better, we have to practice. We just don't, we can't just listen and improve. No, we listen and we have to do. And then we get the lesson and we do again. Yes, just do it again and again and we can change. So that is the reason why Toastmaster Phương Thủy become our accountant today, because she want to practice. And if you want to practice, maybe you want to be a better table topic master, let's take the role and write your name in our form and take the role and join ETTC meeting on every Sunday morning. Thank you, Toastmaster Phương Thủy. And one more person I want to discuss a little bit today is Toastmaster Thiết Vũ. Yes, Toastmaster Thiết, I just want to ask you at some time to practice like a timer. So, do you think that now you are a master to become a timer in Toastmaster meeting?
No, I'm not. Actually, on Thursday, I joined a Toastmaster meeting and I'm a timer. The evaluator was so attractive. I forget to raise my card. So how to say, I'm not really master at this role, but I'm trying.
Oh, yeah, actually we have the background, the audio background, and it's automatic change, and you don't need to change
Yeah.
by yourself. Yes, you can
It is,
download this audio.
it is the advantage of online meeting, but I
Yes,
joined the offline meeting, so
offline meeting.
to raise a card.
Offline meeting, yeah, because sometimes when we just focus on about the speaker like that, when they have special speeches, yeah, like that, we cannot remember that we have to show the card, but we have to practice, yeah, and remember our task. Yeah. Thank you, Tiet, because you can stay up late to join ETTC meeting at that time. Thank
For having
you.
me on the stage.
Just wait a minute. And I think that we have last chance. Just want to see this person. Yes, Toastmaster Alice. Yes, hello, Chi. After a month to join ETTC meeting, so how do you feel now?
I feel I'm so free today. Nothing to do. I can see in the list in the form. Okay, no slots for me anymore. So I need to wait until July or something. But anyway, so thank you to be here with all of you.
Yes, you have to be faster to take the role as speaker. Yes, however, we will have more chance to practice in other positions like a counter, timer, Toastmaster of the day, or table topic speaker. So in the next part, let's raise your hand to answer the question of our table topics master, Toastmaster Thắng Nguyễn. Yes, and you can practice to answer in the short time. Yeah.
Oh, also, I didn't see any slots in other rows.
No, I just said that table topic master, we don't need take the take the role, just raise our hand. With the role for prepare speaker, we have to wait, or maybe you can write your name for July or August. Yes. Or maybe if our VPE can open marathon meeting, we will have more slot to become a prepared speaker. So just wait or just send the request to our VPE Toastmaster Linton, and she will have you. Yeah. Thank you. And I think that we need to back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Cúc Mai.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Thủy Nguyễn. And today, the next part of our meetings is the very, very important part, the evaluator part. And in this round, there comes a lot of constructive feedback will be given to each speakers and by their evaluators, and so that the members, all of the members, can learn and can benefit from the experience of the evaluators to become a better speaker next time. And now, before we start the evaluation part, I would like to invite Mr. Toastmaster Thiết Vũ, the timers. She will give the timing rule for all of our evaluators.
In the evaluation section, each evaluator will have from 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will signal you green. It means that you have reached the minimum time required. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will signal you yellow. It means that you are hitting the time limit. And at 3 minutes, I will signal you red. It means that you have reached the maximum time allowed. And you need to finish in the next 30 seconds if you want to be qualified for the vote. Back to Theory.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Tiết Vũ. And now I would like to hand over the sections to the evaluator one, meets the Toastmaster Hương Ly. Now, please help me to unmute yourself.
It's never over. The speech today of Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn truly fulfills the purpose of this project to tell story and deliver a meaningful message. Even more, it's a story of authenticity and courage. Three things Toastmaster does really well. First is expressive body language. Do you remember some phrase that she described when she remember about the time as UK, like they flew away, stretching to the top. Oh, I love the hand gesture. If every gesture was really lively and meaningful, I think her hand didn't just move, but they spoke. They spoke the words. They illustrate the emotions, the action, and the transformations through the journey. I think its movement reflects her courageous journey from the fear to the freedom. I love the body language so much. Second one is vocal variety. The charming voice. Her voice is really charming and it's brought the story to life. Remember, like some phrase that she said, the tonal without any life, or the tension, 5, 10, 15 minutes. She give me a emotional roller coaster. I think she didn't just tell a story, but she relied the story through her charming voice. And we follow every beat. We feel every moment of the story. The third one is a circle structure. Like remember, Hằng Nguyễn opens the speech with a very familiar phrase, familiar question. And as educator, we often ask the student. And at the end, this question come back, this in different version. It creates a circle structure. I think it's more than just a speech, but it's a journey of reflections and transformation. Okay, so how to elevate this speech? Do you remember the title of the speech? It's never end. It's real powerful phrase. I think this message deserves to echo throughout the speech. Because I just hear it only when the speech nearly ends. Imagine the impact if we can hear the title again and again and again as a rhythm, as a reminder, as a source of hope, how powerful it is. So I hope that my core message will repeat many times throughout the speech. Next is, do you remember the gestures was really impressive. But just imagine the energy and the confidence when Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn stand up. When we stand, we expand. So our presence grow and our courage radiate. So I challenge Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn next time, take the stage with full upper part of the body. Let's stand, and all the movements, hand gesture will be more and more stronger. Because I believe that when we stand up, we will shine even brighter with more energy. So today, Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn did really well with expressive body language, impressive vocal variety, and great structure. How to make it better? Repeat the message more and standing while speaking. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Lee Shrinky. Yes, and now I would love to invite and welcome Toastmaster, the evaluator 2, Toastmaster Annie. Please welcome you to the stage to give the evaluations to the speaker 2.
Thank you so much today. Yeah, true love sometimes means letting go. Her messages were clear and powerful. By comparing a mother to an eagle, she reminds us that giving children freedom is an act of deep courage and love. I love how she started with a powerful image, the eagle mother. Right from the opening, she asked us to close eyes. I already did it. Amazing starting. And she maintained great vocal variety. Her pacing was smooth, and her facial impressions, even through the Zoom like that, show her emotion clearly. And it made the expression feel more personal and grounded. And the two small suggestions for improvement. The first is camera. So I think you might consider to step in a bit further back from the camera for another people. The people can look at you on your body and like the hand and the way you move. So it's so amazing. And this is a persuasive speech. So I think it will be convinced if you add a statistic number or research could make it even more powerful. For example, you could say something like, studies show that 70% of Vietnamese parents tend to overprotect their children. So a fact like that would help support your message and make it more convincing. Your speech was touching and persuasive. Just a bit attention, like adjust your camera, add more research on number. You will make it even more impressive. Keep going and keep inspiring us with your stories. You already shot like an eagle in your speech. Thank you so much. And back to you, Tomato today.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Annie, and thank you, Toastmaster Lee Twinkie, for their very insightful evaluations. And now I think it is time for the timing report for the evaluators. I would like to invite Toastmaster Thiết Vũ.
I mentioned from the beginning of the meeting that I challenge you to speak what truly matters in the time you are given. But maybe Toastmaster Hưng Lee doesn't want to qualify for the vote, so yeah. She spoke in 3 minutes and 37 seconds. And for Annie, it's 2 minutes and 29 seconds. So only Toastmaster Annie is qualified for the vote, but we don't need to vote, I think. Okay, back to theory.
Yes, I think we don't need to open the voting part today for the evaluators. And now the next part, I would like to invite to the stage Toastmaster Thắng Nguyễn. He will be the table topics Toastmaster today, and please help me to give a big and warm applause to him to come to the stage.
All right. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Thắng, and today I will take on the role as a table topics masters. So in table topics sections, I will be the one who will give you random questions, and our Toastmasters here, or even our guests, will have the chance to think on our feet and try to organize the thoughts in your speech, so that you can answer the question in a proper way. And in this session, I also like to remind all of our Toastmasters and guests here is that we have the word of the day, which is courage. And you can look at the screen from Marian Hồng Trang to pay attention to the word of the day. Remember to use it. And this session, I will also like to invite our Toastmasters who didn't have any role today, so that you can have the chance to practice your public speaking skill. So without further ado, let's start. Before I announce the first question, I'd like to have a volunteer. Anybody here would like to volunteer first? For the very first question. I see timer tick, but I'm not sure if is there anyone who can be your substitute. If you can find anyone who can substitute your role, then I will invite you because your role is very crucial. Okay, so in that case, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Thuy first. You will be the one to answer the first table topics question. Are you ready, Toastmaster Thuy?
Excuse me, we can invite our timer to remind the timing rules for a table topic session.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm so sorry about that. I'd like to invite Toastmaster Tick to announce the timing rules for this table topic section.
Okay, for the table topic section, each speaker will have from 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will signal you green. It means that you are safe to go. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will signal you yellow. It means that you are hitting the time limit. And at 2 minutes, I will signal you red. It means that you have reached the maximum time allowed. So you need to wrap up in the next 30 seconds so that you are qualified for the vote. Back to Toastmaster Thắng Nguyễn.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Tick. I will be inviting you for the second question so that our Toastmaster Kim Pham can prepare for the timer role. So let's start first with our Toastmaster Thuy. Are you ready for the first question?
I'm not ready.
You're not ready, but you're still on the stage. So the first question is, I'll read it 2 times, so listen carefully. If you could write one sentence to your younger self, what would it be? If you could write one sentence to your younger self, what would it be? Toastmaster Thuy.
Thank you the question, Toastmaster Thắng Nguyễn. Actually, one sentence is not enough for me. I think I need to write a letter to send myself in the past. Actually, there are a lot of things. Later, I think that I could do it better. However, I didn't change in the past. If I have a chance to send a sentence, I think that, yeah, I will say that let's practice. Actually, one problem for myself in the past, I was to worry for everything. So I didn't do anything. I chose that I just sit here and listen to you. That is myself when I joined ETTC meeting. Just sat and listened and hear. And I didn't do nothing. So if I can meet myself, or if I can set any idea, I just want to remind myself to practice, spend more time to join ETTC, to take the pathway to do the project. Because I know that if I take the pathway, I follow the pathway, I become a speaker, I can change, I can improve. But in the past, I didn't realize this thing. So I waste a long time. That is the reason why I just want to remind myself. I cannot change myself in the past, but I can change myself at that time. And that is the reason why I stay here to join with ETTC, to remember the sentence that let's practice. Let's join ETTC meeting, take the role, become a speaker, do anything. Because if we cannot do anything, we cannot change. And we have to do something. We have to practice. We have to join ETTC meeting. And thank you. Back to you, table topic master.
Right. Thank you, Toastmaster Thuy, for your wonderful sharing. You indeed share one sentence and not a book. Thank God. All right. So let's move on to the second question. And this question, I will ask Toastmaster Thuy to be the speaker. Toastmaster Thuy, are you ready? All right. I will I will say the question twice, so listen carefully. What is one mistake you would tell your younger self not to make or to make sooner? What is one mistake you would tell your younger self not to make or to make sooner? Toastmaster Thick.
What is one mistake I should tell myself to make or to make it sooner? Nothing. I'm satisfied with all the mistake I made before. I think what I want to tell myself is that after making a mistake is that let's make a mistake again and again and again. It is the way we learn. It is the way we improve, and it is also the way we become the better version of ourselves. So I heard a quote from, I think from Aristotle, that happiness is the first purpose and final purpose of human being. So in order to be happy, you have to let yourself to make mistake. It's life. And be ready to make mistake and make mistake again. Thank you very much. Back to Toastmaster Thắng Nguyễn.
Wow. Let's make mistakes. And I actually love this sharing so much because I believe mistakes are an inevitable part of our self-growth journey. So let's embrace that message, everybody. Now, let's move on to the third question. Do we have any volunteer? If we don't have any volunteer, then I will invite our members, our old members, who don't have any role today. Let's invite Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung. Tuyết Nhung, are you ready for the third question?
I'm ready.
Yay!
I'm ready to sharing a book.
Let's do it in 2 minutes. Say what matters, just like what Toastmaster Thick have mentioned before. The third question is, what is something your younger self worried about that turned out just fine? What is something your younger self worried about that turned out just fine? Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung.
Nice question. When you start this session, I feel interesting because all of our two members before have a great idea, sharing about what we couldn't do in the past, but now we can do, or what we think that if we could do sooner, we will feel happy now. And with me, if I could turn back with my younger version, I think I will say to myself, I will speak to myself, practice a lot, and do a lot. Why I said that? Because in this, at present, you can do a lot of things. So if think like me, if I have time, if I can practice more to speaking, to join Toastmaster, and to do a lot for my job, I can have a better version to do something for my students, And now I can't change myself in the past, but now I can change myself. And when I develop myself, I can become a better version, just only for myself and for my neighborhood. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wonderful sharing. Thank you, Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung. The journey to self-growth, to be a better version, it always requires practice. And when it comes to practice, of course, we have to encounter pain, and that will require us to be courageous, right? And it's something that's the reason why we're here, to face our fear of public speaking, to face, yeah. So let's move on to the fourth question. The fourth question, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Alice. Toastmaster Alice, are you ready for the fourth question?
Scared. Yes, I'm ready.
Scared, but don't worry. Don't worry. The question will be easy. Right. The fourth question would be, what would your younger self think of who you are today? What would your younger self think of who you are today? Toastmaster Alice.
Thank you for your question. I think that's a very good question. When I was young, I didn't think who I was today. And honestly, I didn't like to be a teacher. So first day I worked as a teacher because I couldn't find the job I like. Like I think this over 13 years ago. But then one day after a year, I worked with kids at the first English center. So I recognized that, okay, I really love the children then because they were so cute. So that I decided to study, like specialize in teaching English. Yeah, and the more I work, the more I know myself. And until now, I try to understand myself a lot better, so I can understand more about my students or the learners or people around me. So that's what I'm doing now. I think my speech is finished. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alice, for your authentic sharing. It's surprising that you didn't want to be a teacher right at the start, but now you're a teacher. Okay, let's one final question. I know I'm a bit over time here, but let's go through one final question before we wrapping up the whole section. I'd like to invite Toastmaster Kim Pham for this question because your profession is different from our Toastmaster members here. So we'd like to hear your story. So the fifth question is, you go back to the day before a big decision. What do you tell your younger self? You go back to the day before a big decision. What do you tell your younger self? Toastmaster Kim Pham.
Do I have the courage to tell myself that at this age, I still am a failure? Don't you know that I'm not as rich as Chu Vương? I'm not as powerful than Tổng Bí thư Tô Lâm. So what in life do I accomplish? At younger myself, I didn't have the personal growth. At 25 years old, at the time I get out of college, I still didn't have the personal growth. At this moment, look at you. You have spent at 6 o'clock in the morning to become together, learn together to be personal growth you are. Here, At Toastmaster Club, we are helping each other to grow. I wish I had the opportunity to have the same thing like you do now. I found Toastmaster at 50 years old. Now I'm 66. Oh my God, I am an old man and I found that Toastmaster is here to help me. You have friends that ready to help you and walk with you to find your new yourself. Learn the process, discover the process to help you and help others. I'm so glad I'm your friend. I'm so glad I be here every Sunday at 6 a.m. Vietnam time. At 6 a.m., what you learn? Every time you come, you will find values and motivations to conquer your fear. I love this speech. I love the message. Let's change to make you become better and better. Back to table topic master.
Thank you for your sharing, Toastmaster Kim Pham. It was an honest sharing, and you are an inspiration to us all. And every time I came here to our meeting, I do always learn something new. Thank you, everybody. And that is also the wrap up for the table topic session. And back to you, our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Table Topics Toastmaster of the day. And now I think it's the time for timing reports. I would like to invite Toastmaster Thiết Vũ to report the time.
Toastmaster Thủy Nguyễn, 2 minutes and 09 seconds. The second speaker is me. I don't know the time I spoke, but I think I'm qualified for the vote.
Yes, it's 1 minute and 29 seconds.
Thanks. Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Toastmaster Alice, 1 minute and 26 seconds. And finally, Toastmaster Khiêm Phạm, 2 minutes and 19 seconds. All the speakers are qualified for the vote. Back to TOD.
Yes, all of the speakers are qualified to vote, and now is the time for voting. I would like to invite Toastmaster Khiêm Phạm. Yes.
All right, we have 15 members here, so I expect about 12 votes. Let's see, we have 9. All right. I think I will close the poll. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, chị Cúc Mai.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Khiêm Phạm. And now we have the time for table topic evaluators, and I please help me to give a big and warm applause to Toastmaster Viên Nguyễn to come to the stage to give the valuable evaluations to all of our Toastmaster speakers today.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, TM Cúc Mai. Hello, everyone. It's the evaluation part, and it's my honor to be here today. And the first one, TM Thủy Nguyễn, her question is, if you could write the one sentence to yourself, what would it be? Her answer is a lot of things, maybe a letter, but she emphasized that she will write a sentence that is less practice to better yourself. And in her answer is very thoughtful and inspirational. And I would recommend TM Thủy Nguyễn to deepen your message by giving more examples or comparisons so people can see the difference between you
you in the past and yourself now when you practice more? What make you change? What is the benefits of practice? For the second speaker, TM Thiết Vũ, what is one mistake you would tell to yourself to make or make it sooner? So use the technique to it is repeat the question to extend the time for thinking to come up with her idea. And I think it's a good technique and you can learn from her. And she didn't answer directly to the question. She changed the answer to her idea and make it easier. And the message she want to how can I say, to emphasize in her answer is make mistake. Don't hesitate to make mistake. It make you happier, and you can live your own life. You can better day by day when you make mistake. And the third one is Em Tuyết Nhung. Her question is, what is something worry yourself and turn out it's fine? Em Tuyết Nhung, she give the answer. The idea is quite similar to Tiêm Thủy Nguyễn practice. And I would recommend her to give more benefits of practice. She said that practice help herself and her children. So how can it help? Make it more detailed. And the fourth one is TM Alice. What would yourself tell who you are today? She used her story to catch the audience attention. I think it's very good. And I would I suggest you to make it to extend your question by what if. So if you have a chance to think who you are today, so how can you do it? And the last one, TM Kim Phan, his question is, what do you tell your younger self? You go back to the day before a big decision. What do you tell your younger self? He's also give a very inspirational answer. So he know Toastmaster when he's 18, and now he's 66. And I think the big decision that he make is joining Toastmaster Club and learn process, discuss process to help you and help other is the message that he want to give everyone in this club, and it make you more motivated when joining ETTC since 6 a.m. every Sunday. Thank you, and that's all my evaluation. Back to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Yes, thank you for your valuable evaluations for all of Toastmasters table Toastmaster speakers. And now I would like to invite to the stage the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Chen Hong. You have 2 minutes to give the grammarian report.
Actually, I so
now you are
Thank you. Tosca and DM who build are repeated to your sensitive. Sammy, and a couple of them are well writing Daniel, regular, represent and voice. And list so smoothly and out of it. A one filler is a signs you are moving, keep acting and growing. Thank you. Thank you.
Rising for me to the advisor or day. Sorry, I was not with spoken as much and to keep her on it. Doesn't not say much to and be for we let check the screen to see to the for the they don't say it's be over out. And we get for the and both you and make out as letting you for that. And deal issues we are seeing or I use the device but you are from the two three things we can the explosive one to watch. And that's one thing I say next to is pay much attention to the flow of the meeting because yeah I know sometimes we think about someone and we talk about someone else, right? I make that mistake sometimes as well, but that's why we need to practice our presence, mindfulness, right? Thank you for your service, Toastmaster Good Mind. Next one is our timer. She explained the role very clearly, so we not just understand what she's doing during the meeting, but we understand most importantly is why she's doing that. The why is the most important thing when we do the role holders. Especially the role holders must understand why they are doing their role as well, so that they can think of the best way to perform and provide the best practice for the members. She also shows the timing card when she introduced about the timing rule. That was very good. It would be better if she can took the control of her role better. If the Toastmaster, Table Topic Master, or the Toastmaster of the day forgot to invite her to introduce about the timing rule, she can open her mic herself and remind them to invite her to perform her roles. That would I can say that would improve her initiation and her proactiveness as well. The next one is our Ramarian. I also love the word of the day, courage. And that would be nice if she can gradually introduce her word of the day again, by passing the pictures into the chat, because I find that a very good way to remind people silently. And she also gave us a very clear report on the good phrases that our members are using during the meeting. That would be even better if she can make the same report for how we can improve our language usage. For example, I heard some people mispronounce some words, and if she can notice and she put that into her report, that would be great. The next one is our counter. She provided us a very clear and detailed report that we know how many filler words that we are making during our speeches, right? And she also explained to us why her role is important. That would be great if she can make her report a little bit funnier. For example, we can somehow we can make a summary how many words that people make, and we find out the king of filler words or the queen of filler words, the people who make the most filler words during the meeting, or we can borrow the reports from the previous meeting to see if the same members are taking the role, if the members are improving or not. That is also provide a very vivid pictures of how members are improving throughout the meetings. So you can consider doing that after the meeting. Next one is our table topic master. So Toastmaster Thắng Nguyen did a really great job in providing us meaningful and insightful questions, right? What was one thing that he could do better is that he can tie the connection among each questions. So we can see that 5 questions, 5 different topic, and when the speaker finish, that's done. We don't see the connection among the speakers or among the every question. So if he can tie the connection among the question, that would be an even more impactful table topic session, and everyone can gain so much from that. Next one is our table topic evaluator. So you can see that in the chat, everyone feel grateful for her evaluation. That means that she provided many insightful evaluation for all the speakers. If there's one thing that she could do better is that when you give feedback, you give it with a clear visualization on how you're gonna do that, and what impact. The most important thing is what impact the speaker can create if he or she apply your feedback, right? You don't just say, oh, okay, you need to tell more about yourself. You need to tell a story on that. But why do you need to tell a story? It's what matters, because that creates a connection with the audience. The audience, when they listen, they see themselves in a story, right? That's the impact of the story, and they must understand why they need to do that, so that they can find a way to apply it. And this also apply the same for all the other evaluator. When you give feedback, tell them why they should do that. All right. And last but not least is our speech evaluators. Firstly, Toastmaster Hương Lee. Yeah, I feel I feel like you are very dedicated to your job, right? You don't mind the time, right? You don't mind the time, you don't mind the voting, but you're just trying to give your best to the speakers, and that's a very how can I say, not very good thing to recommend, but that's the spirit, right? That's the spirit we should appreciate. Not the thing we should encourage or recommend, but the spirit that we should appreciate that. There's one thing that I noticed that most of the evaluator usually make in their evaluation is that they repeat the content of the speakers quite too detailed. So when you spend time talking about the detail of the speech, which the audience already knew, that will drain your time, and you have shorter time to talk about how the speaker can improve. And that is that is what lead you to overtime, to becoming overtime, right? So when you talk about the structure, the organization, you give them the overview. What is the beginning? What is the end? And that's all. That's what they need. Or you remember when you do the IELTS test, you have the headline, right? You provide them the headlines of each main session, so people can recall it immediately, and you don't lose much of your time. That is what we usually do, right? Next one is our evaluator 2, Toastmaster Annie. She provided a very structural feedback for the speakers, and if she apply what I also recommended for the previous 2 evaluators, her evaluation also would be very impactful and effective for the audience. So that's all the report for the key role holders performances. Moving on is the meeting as a whole. I noticed that, and it's a tradition of Toastmaster, we usually introduce the evaluator to read the objectives of every project speaker, right? But for in the agenda, I can see that we only allow 1 minute to introduce the speaker. And as you can see, that usually we invite the evaluator, and they usually took from 2 to 3 minutes. So I recommend you to adjust the time allocation in the agenda so that people will not feel confused. As you can see that, for example, my evaluation should start at 7:16, but when I look at the time, it's 7:21 already, right? And for every speech, normally they will have 30 minutes at maximum, but we only write 7 minutes in the agenda. So it's very hard for the audience to follow. And it's very hard for the organizing team to keep track of the time. So I recommend you to adjust the time accordingly to what really happened during the meeting. And the role of the timer is not just monitoring the time of the speaker, but the time of the whole meeting. So whoever taking the timer role is also the one need to pay attention to the timing as well. Besides, we have the TOD, we have the president, and we have the SAA, but we also have the timer to keep track of the flow of the meeting so that we go smoothly and we do it on time. The time is very crucial, right? So with all of that recommendation, I believe that our meeting quality will improve even better in the next one and the next one as well. So thank you everyone. And back to you, our TOD.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Hiếu Phùng, for your general evaluations. And I would love if I am very happy if we can change and do the changes to have the better meeting next time. And now the time for voting.
All right. I launched the meeting because we go over. So at this moment we have 14. So I expect to see about 11. 11 will be okay. All right, back to Madam Toastmaster of the day. Goodbye.
Yes, thank you to him. Yes, I think now is the best, really interesting part, the prize award, and takes pictures with the winners and all of the members of ETTC who joined in the meeting. Hello, Toastmaster Thủy Nguyễn, please help me to continue the meeting.
Yes, please wait me for 1 second. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
If you take more than 1 second, I have something to say. So Alice, even though that I don't have any role to play, but I listen. I listen to understand how other people do their role. I learn from them. When I learn from them, I recognize that what would I do differently to connect better with the audience. That's about us. If I like someone speak, someone perform, then I will copy from that person. Okay? So we keep learning and learning how other people connect with audience to make audience happier, more effective, more influence. That's how we do. Back to Madam President Thủy Nguyễn.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Hiếu Phùng. And it is a special moment. Before we end the meeting, I would like to share with you some people who got the award today. Just follow people opinions, because I know that I always is the best person in the meeting. Okay, just give me a second. I want to share with you. First, we will nail the best prepared speaker and then the best evaluator and the best table topic speaker, and the last one is the best role taker. So first of all, is the best prepared speaker. Let me say congratulations to Toastmaster Hang Nguyen. Yes, congratulations to you. Good job. Yes. Luckily for you today, I am not the speaker. Okay, and the next is the best evaluator. So let me say congratulations, Toastmaster Annie. Wow, Toastmaster Annie give us a lot of useful comments, and not only speaker can learn and improve. I believe that all of us can learn and apply for our speeches, or maybe when we become an evaluator, we can follow her structure to give the comments for our speakers. Thank you, Toastmaster Annie. And the next is Toastmaster Alice for the best table topic speaker. Yes, congratulations, Toastmaster Alice. I believe that if you spend more time to practice with table topic session, you can have better answer, and especially when your answer touch to our audience. So just try to join the meeting and practice with it. Congratulations, Toastmaster Alice.
And can you give Alice 30 seconds to say what you think?
Yes, Toastmaster Alice, you have 30 seconds to share your feeling now.
Oh, I'm very surprised. Thank you so much. I was so very happy. But I want to say thank you to Mr. Toastmaster Kim Pham, to Kim. I said before I didn't have any role, but I didn't. So it doesn't mean I don't learn anything from the meeting today. But thank you for reminding me.
Yes, just remember to join the meeting next time. Yes, and you can take the role like timer counter at first, and you can practice. Yeah, believe that you can do it better or become better in the next meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster Alice. And the last is the best role taker today is Toastmaster. It's me. No, it's not me. It's Toastmaster Hiếu. Okay, Hiếu, you will have 30 seconds to share anything.
Well, thank you everyone for voting me as a best role taker. I think it's because I'm always trying to do my best to provide values for our members. And I believe that as long as you are doing your best, to the best of yourselves, there is always will be a very difficult option to vote for who is going to be the best role taker in the next meeting. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. You, and I believe that in the next meeting, you can do it better by become our grammarian for the next meeting. Yes, I write your name and you will become our grammarian. Thank you, everyone. 30 seconds, Toastmaster Hang Nguyen. You want to share anything with us?
Yeah, I need to ask for my 30 seconds. Yeah, I have something to tell all of you, so that because now I'm stepping into 7 minutes already. Now I step into level 3 of the pathway, so I encourage all of you to to really take the role of a speaker in our meeting and to level up to level 3, because in starting from level 3 you have a lot of elective projects where you can choose the project that's suitable to your needs. There are so many interesting projects I need to tell you. So like, for example, you can give a humorous speech, you can prepare for interviews, you can connect with storytelling, a lot of things that you can learn starting from level 3. So I encourage all of you to be our speaker, to learn to use the pathway. Remember that using your pathway, because it's the resources from Toastmaster with 100 years old. 100 years of development. So it's have a lot of things to you to learn, and yeah, be active in the meeting. And thank you so much for this opportunity. Next time I want to be the speaker as well. I want to complete level 3 because I want the triple crown.
I
No,
complete
she said no.
on
Oh,
Friday.
also mentioning about triple crown, everyone, please try your best to complete your level, because if you complete 3 levels within this term, which means starting from July 2024 until May 20, 2025, you will receive a triple crown pin, which is very beautiful, right?
Okay. I complete on Friday, chị.
Yeah,
Nanny?
yes. You know what? The triple crowns is the recognitions from Toastmaster International, where you paid a lot of effort and time in improving yourself, especially public speaking skills and leadership skills by using the pathway and complete 3 levels within a term. So as Toastmaster Hieu Fung mentions about the triple crown, yeah, I just want to show you that kind of pin. So that is kind of encouragement for all of you to really like to push yourself forward. So this is a recognitions I believe that it's really useful and inspirational for all of us. Just give me a moment to find the pin. I want the pin.
I send it in the chat. I send it in the chat.
In my chat? In the chat. Yes.
Zoom
So
chat.
this is the triple crowns pin that that you have the chance to receive this year. Triple mean 3 levels. Let's try your best, everyone. To him, where's your triple crown?
I would like to yield my time to Annie for 30 seconds. Give me your opinions because I want to learn from the best. Annie, 30 seconds. You mute. You mute.
Annie, please turn on your microphone.
You voted as the best evaluator.
Hello. Yes, thank you so much. Well, actually, I have the baby and I do not have anyone to support to take care about her. My mom come back hometown, so it's a bit difficult for me. But I don't know, but I try my best.
Okay, I think I got the message from Toastmaster Annie that we just try our best, and when we practice, enough, we can become better. Yes, so I believe that I hope can see all of you in the next meeting of ETTC, and in May we will have 3 online workshop. Toastmaster Hằng, please help me introduce the online workshop with the champion in May.
Yeah, thank you so much for these opportunities. I know that it's late in the morning, but I want to share with you about 3 online workshop as a pre-conference workshop. So starting from next Sunday and in 3 weeks, we are going to have 3 online workshops with 3 world champion of public speaking. So we will have the first one on Sunday, 11th of May. Starting with 2024 World Champion of Public Speaking, Toastmaster Luisa Montalvo, with the topic, Are You Dreaming Big Enough? So during this section, she's going to share with us a story behind her success, her champion, but also there's a chance for you to have a Q&A section with our world champion. And next week, and 1 week later, we are going to have another workshop with 2018 World Champion of Public Speaking, Ramona J. Smith. She's my favorite. And she's going to have the workshop with the topic, with the title, Knock Out Your Fear. So how you are going to knock out your fear, especially public speaking fear on the stage. She's going to give us some tips. And last but not least, on 25th of May, we are going to meet the 1999 World Champion of Public Speaking, Craig Valentine, and he is going to give us a section, a keynote speech on with a title that present with impact and persuade with ease. So basically, it is the exclusive benefit of the ticket holder, of the conference ticket holders, but also we offer the tickets, online tickets for any one of you who are wishing to join the online workshops with us. So I will see you around in next 3 weeks, next 3 Sunday. And on the other hand, you all may receive the email from the organizing team, including the form for you to ask any questions in advance. So thank you so much for that. I know that ETTC will have almost all members to join the workshop, so I will see you around. And back to our president.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Hang Nguyen. Just remember that in May, we are really busy because there are a lot of meetings we need to join. And just take that, we will see all of you in the next meeting of ETTC on Sunday. Yes, okay, on the Sunday. And with some member who start with level 3, in level 3, we have a lot of projects, interesting projects we can take. So if you try to complete your project, and if you need to have some advice from our best our members like Toastmaster Hang Nguyen, you can send her a message to ask the advice, and I believe that our members are really ready to support and help you. And so sorry. Have a nice weekend. See you in the next meeting. Goodbye, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Goodbye. Have a nice
Remember to
day.
join our
Yes,
meeting.
goodbye.
Bye bye.
Chị Thúy, I suggest we have more speech marathon because more.
Just
Okay.
one marathon meeting per month too.
Okay, just keep in mind. We need
So
Hey,
this
so
one is gonna be next week.
last month we have one, so this month we have another one next week.
Next week, right? I want to complete level 3. I want to complete level 3.
Right, okay. That's good.
I
Let's plan for
completed
it.
on Friday.
Let's plan for it. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
goodbye. We will have a speech marathon on the last week of May.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
plan for it.
last week, the
We
last week.
want our
And
members.
at least
collaborate.
you will become the speaker. At least you will chị sẽ làm bài nói thứ hai nhé. Bài nói thứ hai, làm thứ hai của level 1 là viết một bài nói có mục đích. Em nhớ không nhầm thì là bài đấy, viết một bài có mục đích.
The writing with
25 tháng
purpose.
5 ạ.
Writing
Dạ.
with purpose.
Mấy tháng năm em
25 tháng 5 chị ạ. Chị sẽ có 3 tuần để chuẩn bị nha. Chị có thể trao đổi thêm với chị Annie để đọc cái dự án đấy, hoặc là mình có thể đọc cái dự án trước, xong rồi chỗ nào mà mình chưa hiểu thì mình có thể thảo luận lại với mentor. Đó.
So
Mình sẽ có 3 tuần. Chị Annie mentor nhắc chị Tuyết đi họp đầy đủ nha.
bye bye, cảm ơn em. Bye bye.
Ok,
Bye bye.
đi làm nha. Mọi người đi làm đi.